Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for him.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. The post pair form will be Vanderbilt and Ayton. Luka Doncic out there with Marcus Smart. And it's James in at the 3 spot. And for the Rockets, we'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Tari Easton is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Adams in at the center position.
Here we go.
Clark, there's so much excitement for these teams and for their fan bases on day one of the season.
That's typical for all fan bases on the opening day of the season. I mean, the whole season is in front of you. Optimism runs high for just about everybody.
Now here's Thompson. That one's in, his first shot this game.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's Smart. Back to Doncic. Stolen by Thompson. To the wing on the left. Durant with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doncic against Thompson. Now, here's Doncic, guarded closer. Outside, Smart. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 to shoot. They get it back. Here's Ayton, and the layup's good off the glass.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Pass to Eason. Durant in the corner. Smith for 3. The rebound by James.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
Now Ayton. Now here's Vanderbilt, covered by Smith. And here's James outside. Drills the three-pointer.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here's Adams. Durant. No good that time. Good D by James. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. And that won't go. Missing the goal. Durant against James. Here's Adams. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Now, here's Doncic. He had 25 points last game. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. From deep, James. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 13 feet away. And it's Durant missing.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Oh, Ayton in position. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Durant. Here's Adams. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot by Eason. No good.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
Thompson against Doncic. James sets the screen for Doncic. From downtown, it's rebounded by Houston. Thompson passes to Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Clark, when you think of three-level scorers at the power forward position, Jabari Smith fits the bill.
Yeah, he runs like a gazelle and seems to never tire. I mean, the energy he plays with is contagious and seems limitless. He gets himself to the rim. He's got a sweet stroke. Well, I tell you, his future is really bright.
Free throw good, Smith.
A darn good free throw shooter. Smith doesn't seem to have a weak spot coming into the league.
Both free throws good from Smith. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, we saw a transformation with Luka over the summer as he committed himself to getting in the best shape of his life. And a much leaner Luka started showing up in late July, shortly after he recruited Marcus Smart to the Lakers. No doubt about it, guys. Luka has something to prove this season in a big way.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
And let's check out the stats for Thompson. Great showing for him last season. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 8 rebounds and 4 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Rockets leading by 4. Smith right side. Outside Durant. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
And good that time. James has got 5 points so far.
Another great pass from Doncic. You pretty much expect him to tally double-digit assists every game.
Thompson dishes to Adams. Back to Thompson. And the layup falls. Thompson's got his second basket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
James looking it over. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 7 points in the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Thompson outside. Back to Durant. And another shot. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
And Ayton the bucket on the assist from Smart. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
James against Durant. Smith with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship. I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Guys, back to you.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Thompson misses. Lakers trail by 3. Outside, James. Vanderbilt against Smith. Back to James. Teardrop shot, and the layup is up and in. James has got 9.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Maxi Kleber comes in for Vanderbilt. Jake LaRavia is checked in for James. And it's Luke Kennard in for Marcus Smart. Now here's Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. When you talk about Amen Thompson, Clark, one of my favorite players. This kid is great.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch. I mean, for as young as he is, the way he gets after it defensively, the way he attacks the rim, he plays with a verve and confidence that belies his youth, man. He's a special talent, a freak athlete, exceptional at the defensive end already. And his offense is only going to continue to develop. Boy, that guy could be scary. There aren't going to be many people saying amen having to deal with him.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And before last season, Ime Udoka turned heads when he said the Rockets, Clark, had playoff aspirations.
Well, kudos to Ime Udoka. I mean, very few people believe they would make the playoffs in the stacked Western Conference, and no one saw them finishing as a 2 seed. They didn't meet expectations. They exceeded them.
Now, here's Doncic, still without a basket. Offensive rebound. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Now, Kennard. Pass to Doncic. Now Hayes. Lakers passing it around. Here's the 3. And it's LaRavia missing. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. In the corner, it's Eason. Outside for Durant. For 3. Drills it from outside. Durant's got 6 points.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Doncic feeling it out. Hayes with the screen for Doncic. From past the arc. No good on the shot.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Thompson passes to Adams. Back to Thompson. Taken away by Hayes. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Kennard setting the pick for Doncic. Over Thompson. And again, the Lakers no good.
He's going through a bit of adversity right now. They really need him to pick it up, though.
Durant kicks to Thompson. Pass to Smith. 13 feet away. And he gets the jumper to drop. Now it's a 6-point Houston lead.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Thompson against Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Thompson with the bucket. Lakers trail by 8. Pass to LaRavia. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. Now, here's Kennard. It's Hayes, top of the key. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Timmy. And here's Doncic from the arc. Good D by Thompson.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
Here's Eason. Outside for Durant. Three-pointer. Stolen. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's LaRavia. There's the lob to the hoop. And Hayes throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And so it's Houston with it after the basket by the Lakers. Thompson finds Durant. Clock at 6. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Lakers trail by 8. Doncic outside. Over Thompson. A nice shot by Doncic.
I think it's the in-between game along with his savvy and ball handling that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Thompson passes to Adams. Back to Thompson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 10 points from Amen Thompson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here's Doncic. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets on top. They're up by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
You know, I also like the fact they've been really aggressive in attacking from behind the arc. They could do a lot of damage from there tonight.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out there with Jayshawn Tate. Clint Capella is out there with Shepard. And it's Okogie in at the shooting guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Now, here's Tate. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Shepard all alone. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Capella.
Hey, you got to put a body on Capella. I mean, he's a tenacious offensive rebounder and does a nice job using his body.
James outside. Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pass to Shepard. And it's LaRavia with the rebound. Lakers trail by 5. And here's Smith. Outside, James. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Shepard. Nothing on the board. Pass to Finney-Smith. Houston moving the ball around. For 3, Okogie. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. The Lakers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Outside, James. By 3. And it's LaRavia with the rebound. Lakers shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Pass to Hayes. Now here's James. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end. outstanding, terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
Shepard with the ball, covered by Smith. Pass to Capella. Here's Shepard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Rockets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
You really like the intensity and focus Shepard brings to both ends of the floor.
And he sinks the second. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Smith, the pass to LaRavia. It's stolen by Capella. And it's the Rockets on the break. For 3, Durant. Pass to Shepard. Smith sets the pick for Shepard. And here's Smith. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Kennard with the rebound.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
Outside, James. It's stolen by Capella. Pass to Durant. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Smith. Doncic outside. Pass to LaRavia. To the middle. He's looking for James and finds him. Back to LaRavia. And again, the Lakers no good. Houston leading by 6. Clark, after missing most of the 23-24 season, Tari Eason came back strong last season.
Boy, he sure did. I mean, he really looked good and comfortable out there. Made quality plays at both ends of the floor. You really hate to see anybody get injured, but especially a young guy like him. But youth gives him a chance, I think, to bounce back pretty quickly.
Here's Shepard, guarded by Doncic. Here's Smith. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
Pass to James. Latrey. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Here's Capella following the bucket by the Lakers. Durant finds Eason. Up and in on the layup.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
Lakers trail by 6. And here is James. He's got 13. Laravia with it. Pass to Doncic. Kicks it out to James. No good from outside.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here's Durant. His last outing, he had 18 points. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Doncic with a screen on Eason. James outside. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Eason. Now Capella. Shot clock at 5. A 3. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Kennard kicks to Doncic. Here's the teardrop. James in the post. Defended by Durant. Back to Doncic. Fires for 3. And the Lakers with another miss.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Shepard. James covering. Now Shepard. Pass to Durant. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Down low. Feeds away. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 6, and the basket from James.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Shepard, the pass to Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Shoots from 14. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Smith outside. Pass to Shepard. Off target from outside. Lakers trail by 6. To the inside. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Houston making some changes. Adams comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Thompson in for Shepard. The Lakers also making some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for James. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Kennard. Now, here's Thompson. 10 points for him. Here's Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Marcus Smart. How he performed last season. Was in at about 9 points per, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
Now here's Ayton. Shoots over Adams. And it's Ayton missing. It's Durant on the wing. He's defended by LaRavia. Pass to Thompson. Adams sets the pick for Thompson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. On defense, the Lakers. They trail by 6. Here's Adams, and the rejection by Ayton.
Lockdown, rim protection from Ayton, rising at the exact right moment to deny that basket.
That's why you go after every rebound. You might just get yourself a bucket in the process.
Pass to Ayton. .153 left in the first half. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. Coming off a terrific season. And he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And back to his points per game average last year. He literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Now here's Adams. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Smith outside. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Thompson finds Smith. Now here's Durant. Adams sets the pick for Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over LaRavia. True on the 14-footer. Durant's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's LaRavia. Scoreless thus far. He takes it in over Durant. And it's LaRavia missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 10. Houston needs to get a shot. Durant for 3. Adams. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's a 12-point Houston lead.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Pass to LaRavia. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
When you find some room, take advantage. Rise up and fire.
Durant with it. LaRavia's there. And it's Adams on the follow. And the Rockets lead by 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Doncic. From deep three-point territory. And no good on the last-second attempt this time. And so it's the Houston Rockets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside. Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They haven't been close with some of these threes. Does the rim look like it's moving to them? I mean, seriously. It looks like it's multiple rims out there.
Aim for the middle one. At least that's what I've been told. All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans have been posting. Master Funkman asks if you could harness the power from one of your former team's nicknames, which would it be?
Well, that's easy for me. The Kings. They have a lot of power. But I'm going to probably go with the Rockets because I could fly at a very high speed.
That's easy. I'll take the Magic because my powers would be limitless.
Good choices. I'm not sure what kind of powers you'd be getting if you went with the Lakers.
Maybe take out my yacht.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And here is Los Angeles now. 11-point game. Taking a look at the Lakers. James pairs with Vanderbilt to make up the forward pair. Doncic out there with Smart. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Eason finds Thompson. Now Smith. Smith with a screen on Smart. Eason the bounce pass. Thompson for the triple. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 11. Pass to Vanderbilt. On the wing, James. It's rebounded by Houston.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Durant. Rebound the Lakers. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. In the corner, Smart with it. Off target from three-point range. Rockets leading by 11. Here's Eason. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for that game against the Warriors, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Lakers now. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. James against Durant. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from James.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Thompson inside, guarded by Doncic. Thompson against Doncic. Back to Durant. Over James. Another miss by Houston.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Vanderbilt kicks to James. Smart deciding where to go with it. The 3 for Doncic. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Pass to Eason. Kept alive. Another shot. Adams, the pass to Durant. Now Smith. Here's Eason. Another miss by Houston. Lakers trail by 9. James with it, guarded now by Durant. James, the pass to Vanderbilt. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Durant. The rebound by James. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Doncic. James sets the screen for Doncic. The shot, no good. Smith with the defensive effort. Back to Eason. Durant in the corner. To stop the drought. A rebound by the Lakers. On the wing, James. He's covered by Thompson. James kicks to Doncic. Ayton a screen on Durant. Doncic passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Rockets, number 1.
They had such a strong presence in the paint. Just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
Houston leading by 7. And Thompson kicks to Adams. Smith on the wing. Here's Thompson. He's got 10. To the paint, and stolen by Ayton. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Doncic passes to Ayton. And the wing jumper offline.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them take this lead.
And then Durant with the dunk.
And Smith already understands that you have to be unselfish if you're going to gain the respect of your teammates and coaches.
Doncic passes to James. Back to Doncic. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Thompson passes to Adams. Back to Thompson. Doncic with the steal. Outside, Smart. And here is Vanderbilt. Here's Ayton. No good with the triple. Durant against James. Smith the pass to Adams. Now Thompson. Adams sets the pick for Thompson. In the corner, it's Eason. 5 to shoot. Thompson looking for an opening. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Lakers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Driving in. It's deflected. Thompson up top. 10 points for him. And James picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Shepard's checked in for Durant. And then for Los Angeles. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for 8. Jake LaRavia comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Kennard in for Smart. On the wing, Thompson. Kennard covering. Kennard against Thompson. He doesn't hit that one. Lakers trail by 7 to the middle. Here's James. And he banks in the layup. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Houston moving the ball around. Smith, no luck. LA's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Hayes dishes to Doncic. Looking to get it going. Impressive work inside from Doncic.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Smith with it. 11 points in the game. Doncic with the steal. Up the floor. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists in the game. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Los Angeles.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game. And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing, just chipping away little by little and finally now taking the lead.
Lakers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Dalton Connect, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Rockets trail. Now Smith. Here's Shepard. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. And that'll be his third foul so far.
But I think the official got that one right.
Jake LaRavia is checked in for the Lakers. Eason, the bounce pass. Thompson, a screen on Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Another miss by Houston. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Connect.
Rising up. Dalton, connect.
Rockets trail by 3. Shepard, the pass to Capella. Launches a 3. And it's LaRavia with the rebound. LaRavia's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thompson against Kennard. Pass to Doncic. Six on the shot clock. A 3 ball. Rebounded by Capella.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Doncic with the block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Clint Capella.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Shoot 2.
That free throw missing.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. And Okogie subbed in for Tari Eason. And the second free throw, good.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
Shepard with the ball. LaRavia's there. Screen by Capella. Okogie for 3. And they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Capella, the pass to Shepard. 6 to shoot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, a big thing for Shepard going forward, adding strength, right? Finishing like that.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Durant's checked in for the Rockets. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Smith is checked in. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. Now, here's Kennard. Smith outside for the 3. Connects from three-point range. Smith's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. Here's Shepard. He's defended by LaRavia. Outside Durant. Banked in off the glass. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Hayes kicks to Kennard. Pass to Smith. Back to Kennard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Down low. Finney-Smith passes to Shepard. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Finney-Smith.
Good work from Finney-Smith down low, putting his size and reach to good use.
Pass to Hayes. In the corner, Kennard with it. It's intercepted. Okogie, the pass to Durant, and it's all evened up. Durant's got 22 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Smith right side. And Capella sends it back. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials...
The previous play is under review.
The buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Clint Capella is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Shepard, and it's Okogie in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Shot clock at 6. Here's Durant to take the lead. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LaRavia's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside, here's Smith. It's good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Durant kicks to Finney-Smith. Misses the wing Jerry.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Pass to Smith. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Driving to the basket. Gannett finds James. From outside the arc. And it's LaRavia missing.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And here is Durant. He's defended by LaRavia. And that one drops for him.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Smith outside. There's a screen. Picked him clean. To the paint to take the lead. The shot's good. And the Rockets lead by 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
And it's Smith missing.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Back to Durant. Here's Okogie. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Connect. Here's Capella. It's blocked. Smith outside. Pass to connect. Back to Smith. In the corner, it's James. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And the Rockets making a change here. Adams checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Doncic has checked in. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good...
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And again, the Lakers no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Durant's shot is good. And it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
On the wing, James. Back to Doncic. Laravia with the screen. Tries it from the top of the key. And Doncic gets it to go.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Shepard. Guarded by Doncic. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney-Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Pass to James. Back to Doncic. Laravia with the screen. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
Throw good, Adams for the Rockets. Smith checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tari Eason comes in for Josh Okogie. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Shepard. Second free throw, no good.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They host the Kings after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
throw good, Adams. And so Adams nails both of them. Lakers trail by 4. And here is Doncic. Pass to James. Over Smith. James, no good. Rockets have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Doncic, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find. Well, one more, and that's it. He'll be DQ, disqualified. You've got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Andre Ayton's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Jake LaRavia. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Connect. Here's Thompson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Rockets lead by 6.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
James against Durant. And James gets it to go. James has got 28.
A clutch basket right there. The later we get into this game now, the more they need to attack the rim.
To the inside. Here's Thompson. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
Nice job there by Thompson. He's got the length and lift off the floor to do it just like that.
Pass to James. Stolen by Durant. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Ayton against Thompson. Screen by Adams. Thompson passes to Adams. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. Doncic against Thompson. Back to Doncic. Now here's James. He's tightly guarded. That one's not going to go. Adams, some nice D. Doncic against Thompson. Adams outside. Back to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Lakers trail by 8. Outside, James. Doncic against Thompson. And it's Doncic missing.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Durant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. The jump hook. And it's Durant. That time on the assist by Adams. Durant's got 14 points here in the second half.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Doncic kicks to James. Pass to Vanderbilt. 4 on the clock. The 3 for Doncic. Rockets with the rebound. Adams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Smith with a screen on James. Here's Durant. And it's Houston with another.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Lakers. A 12-point game. Pass to Doncic. Over Thompson. And he sinks the fadeaway J.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Durant with it. Adams with the screen on James. Durant up again. Hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Got it to go.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
Durant against James. Wide open look. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Lakers trail by 10. Now Ayton. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Thompson. Adams with the screen on Doncic. And the 3 misses. Lakers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. James. No good. Rockets leading by 10. Now Durant. 1:29 left to play here in the fourth. Rocket 6. Cleared away by Ayton. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. Now Ayton.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Outside Durant. Now Adams. Amen Thompson. Vanderbilt rips down the board. The Lakers shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Thompson against Doncic. And he does not hit.
Well, another 10-cut moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
And stolen by Ayton. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Now Vanderbilt. Oh, what a finish. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Here's Thompson. And now we've got the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And the Lakers call time here. They're down by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
From deep. Cleared away by Adams.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, are just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now, let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Kevin, you had a great performance individually. What made the game look so easy for you?
Well, my teammates, they played so well tonight, setting everybody up. And I knew it was winning time, so I just tried to be aggressive.
Winning time. That's what I like to hear. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K as we present our player of the game.